I'm Katie Scobolt. I'm the Executive Director of Seattle Pro Musica, and I am here with the New American Composer Series, which is Seattle Pro Musica's project for music education partnership. We have been thrilled to work with 8 schools this time around, and Eric Tuan is our guest composer. He's been a wonderful participant in this program.
While our commissioned composer is here in Seattle, they're here for a week, and not only do they work with Seattle Pro Musica on their new piece and on other pieces that we're performing of theirs, but they spend the week being extremely active in local schools.
There are so many wonderful teachers and students out there making wonderful music, and it's been a real pleasure to sort of see that really broad spectrum of music education all the way from elementary up through high school. One of the things I've been doing is teaching a short round that I've written on haiku written in the Japanese-American internment camps from World War II. So we've had some really interesting conversations with students, some of whose family members were actually interned. The issues that they've brought up in the current day that they see as parallel to the incarceration and seeking justice now. Young people have a lot more maturity than we often give them credit for. I really appreciate working with young singers because they have brought their own perspectives and interpretations to the text, giving young people that creative freedom to work with the piece and to trust them with material of artistic depth that can be really formative.
He's very engaging to the piece in general. He understands it on a personal level, and he can also speak that truth to the students or the choir that's singing that piece. And it really inspires a lot of people in the choir to push on and try and be like him.
The reason for the program is to make these connections with the rising generation.
For students to meet a composer who's not only composing music, but maybe also might be working at digital platforms, might be doing film scoring, seeing composers who are young, maybe not even much older than themselves, and are able to share with them their experience, their trajectory, how they got into choral composing, for them to see the different pathways to using choral music in your life, participating in choral music. It kind of brings everything alive for them.
Well, I just think that it's such an amazing experience to be singing with a big choir in general, and I've done it a few times before, and it's just such an inspiring experience to be with all of these people who are very engaged in music and very much care about music, with a composer who also is just like us in that way. And it's just such an amazing experience that I definitely want to do again in the future.
I think it's really important for kids in the world now who are learning music at a young age to know that they can be participants in this art form, whether they're professionals, which some of them might choose to be, or if they just dabble, if they just have this thing that can be theirs and can be evocative for their community making. I think it's really important.
I have been so blessed to see how tremendously creative and gifted and compassionate and strong you guys are. So I would say trust your voice. You all have wonderful voices, not just physically and as musicians, but as human beings, as you find your way in the world. So trust your voice, raise it, share it with other people. And thank you for sharing this week with me.